This is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I'm Andrea Musgrove. Coming up in the news, Pathfinders represented in grand style in the north. Over 50 persons participate in free health screenings, and South Bahamas Conference couples enjoy a night of fun. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. Welcome back to Adventist News. I'm Andrea Musgrove. Thanks for joining us for this week's broadcast. On November 5th, 2017, the Ministry of Youth on the island of Grand Bahama culminated the National Youth Month with a grand march with various civic groups, schools, and religious organizations. Starting at Christ the King Church and ending at the Independence Park, 74 members of the North Bahamas Conference Pathfinder organization participated in the march, accompanied by 50 members from our very own South Bahamas Pathfinder Band. Joining the Pathfinders were the Master Guides, which included the administrators of the North Bahamas Conference, Youth Director Pastor Peter Watson, along with the adventurers, youth leaders, and students from Grand Bahama Academy. The excitement was obvious and the pride contagious as the residents of Grand Bahama lined the streets. They were pleased with the music from the band, but they spoke of the discipline of the uniformed group, and many inquired of how they could enroll their children. The Pathfinders represented the largest youth group on the parade. The administration of the North Bahamas Conference congratulated Pathfinder Coordinator Derica Mizik and her team throughout the North Bahamas for a job well done. Also coming from the North on Sunday, November 5th, Violet Stubbs, Health Ministries Director of the North Bahamas Conference, and her team assembled at the Solomon's Food Store in Lucaya, Grand Bahama to conduct free health screenings and weight analysis for the public.
Well, we have two nurses from the emergency room. We have also Dr. Tanis with us, and we have a few volunteers who are helping with the registration.
Ms. Stubbs said the department wanted persons to be aware of their numbers, as this is important information for their health.
A lot of people are walking around and are hypertensive, or they might be high in sugar and they don't know it. They might be right on the brink of a stroke. In fact, we had two persons on that we had to pull aside and let the doctor do private consultation with because their numbers were already above average. And so we want to make people aware, and then we want to offer good health tips so that they can bring their numbers down to the good.
This initiative is the beginning of a series of screenings to be conducted throughout the rest of the year at various locations throughout the island of Grand Bahama. Approximately 57 persons were tested and requested coaching toward achieving a healthier lifestyle.
Well, what we have done, persons are actually asking that we trail them and that they come back to us. So we've got telephone numbers and addresses, and we'll follow up on them within a month, and we'll keep checking on them to make sure they follow the advice that we give them.
And on the evening of Saturday, October 28th, married couples of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists gathered for a night of fun and laughs on the grounds of the conference headquarters on Tonic Williams Darling Highway. They were led into a series of activities to promote a healthy, happy marriage. This event led up to the Winning Your Marriage Seminar, which is happening this weekend at the Malia Resort and Hotel from November 10th to the 12th. The scheduled presenters include Dr. Raymond Ostrander of Andrews University, Michigan, Pastor Levi Johnson from the Central Jamaica Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, Pastor Paul and Joan Scavala of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, Pastor Kent Price of the Atlantic Caribbean Union, Dr. Joseph Evans, author of 161 Myths About Sex, and Dr. Antoinette Darling of the Grandstown Seventh-day Adventist Church. After this short break, we'll have more upcoming events in the South Bahamas Conference.
Ave under the direction of Anton Bow will be in concert on Saturday, November 18th at 4:30 p.m. at the Good News Seventh-day Adventist Church on Great Britain Street, Flamingo Gardens. Come and experience great singing and wonderful fellowship and leave with a blessing to take you through the week. You don't want to miss Ave in concert. See you there.
Welcome back to your Adventist News. I'm Andrea Musgrove. Thanks for staying with us. The Adventist Layman Services and Industries ASI Business Fair will be held at the former Bahamas Academy Gym on November 19th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. All business persons who are interested in renting a booth may contact the local ASI representative at your church or Ian Green at 556-0492. And if you are a woman with diabetes or know a woman with diabetes, you don't want to miss the upcoming World Diabetes Day Living Well Symposium under the theme Diabetes and Women, Our Right to a Healthy Future. The symposium will be held on Thursday, November 23rd at the Good News Seventh-day Adventist Church Hall on Great Britain Street in Flamingo Gardens. Health screenings will begin at 4 p.m. and there will be various guest speakers, demonstrations, giveaways, and prizes. And for more information to reserve your seat, feel free to call 502-4855 or email them at footworks242@gmail.com. Members of the South Bahamas Conference Retirees Association will be having their annual retreat on Thursday, November 23rd from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the borough's residence. It promises to be a time of relaxation and rejuvenation, so all retirees are asked to plan now to attend. And you are asked to RSVP by November 4th by calling Pastors John Carey or Neville Scavala at 557-2037 or 364-1460. Children's Day will be celebrated at our Adventist churches on Sabbath, November 25th under the theme Called to be Faithful. In the afternoon of the 25th, the Children's Agape Praise will take place at the Living Faith Seventh-day Adventist Church on Old Trail Road at 4 p.m. And the fun day for the children will be held at the Breath of Life Church grounds on Sunday, November 26th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Parents are encouraged to secure tickets for their children now, so inquire about these activities at your local church or at our conference headquarters on Tonic Williams Darling Highway.
Do you take your feet seriously? Your foot health can be a clue to your overall health. For example, joint stiffness could mean arthritis. Tingling or numbness could be a sign of diabetes. Swelling might indicate kidney disease, heart disease, or high blood pressure. To keep your feet healthy, examine your feet regularly. Also, have the sense of feeling and pulses in your feet checked by a professional at least once a year. Wear comfortable shoes that fit. Never wear vinyl or plastic shoes because they don't stretch or breathe. When buying shoes, make sure they are comfortable from the start and have enough room for your toes. Don't buy shoes with pointed toes or high heels. They put too much pressure on your toes. Wash your feet daily with soap and lukewarm water. Trim your toenails straight across and be sure not to cut them too short. Keep the blood flowing to your feet. Here are some things that can prevent proper circulation. 1. Letting your feet hang or crossing your legs for long periods of time. 2. The wearing of tight socks, elastic or rubber bands around your legs. And 3. The bad habit of smoking. To exercise your toes, wiggle them for 5 minutes 2 or 3 times a day. Move your ankles up and down and in and out to improve blood flow in your feet and legs. Remember, good foot care and regular foot checks are an important part of your health care. If you have foot problems, be sure to talk to your doctor because it's important to put your best foot forward. Be kind to your feet and they will take you places. I'm April McPhee, and this has been your health tip courtesy of Adventist Television and the Health Ministries Department of the South Bahamas Conference.
Let's go now to the Adventist News Network for our news feature from around the world.
Tens of thousands of residents in West Venezuela were recipients of a week-long mass outreach effort throughout the region. Approximately 35,000 Adventists took off a week from work and school to perform acts of community service. The regional project was part of the church's Cerca de Ti, or Close to You initiative. Outreach efforts included blood donation drives, dental clinics, face paintings for children, canvassing, and city beautification efforts. According to organizers, 48,000 pounds or 22,000 kilos of trash was collected throughout transportation terminals and city squares. Further, more than 2,000 trees were planted throughout 56 locations in West Venezuela. But the acts of kindness didn't stop there. More than 10,000 people visited 20,000 communities, organized 80 sporting events, and distributed 9,000 items of clothing. The president of the church's West Venezuela territory, Julio Palacio, was excited to illustrate how God's love provides hope even in times of despair. Palacio said, "This Close to You activity reminds us of Jesus' ministry of forgiveness and healing. He loves everyone the same, just as John 3:16 says, and he will soon return for us."
November is generally a month of Thanksgiving, but let's begin today and every day to be thankful. I promise you, in spite of what's happening around you, if we take the time to list our blessings, we'll never finish. God has been too good to us. Well, that brings us to the end of this week's Adventist News in the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. It has been my pleasure to be back at the desk to fill in for Latoya and the guys. On behalf of our production team here at Adventist Television Channel 658, we want to say thank you for watching. I'm Andrea Musgrove. Have a blessed Sabbath.